Hello, my loves. Hi, guys. We're going to have a little chat today because Jesus has been wanting to work with me today. Christ consciousness. I just channeled a 25-minute message for somebody and then I accidentally deleted it. So I thought, you know what? Okay. You don't get the message. Fine. I'm going to get the message and I'm going to go share the gospel at church today on my channel. So I am feeling these really intense, preachy moments. All of a sudden I'm like a preacher and I didn't know it. So here's what we're going to talk about today. If God is love and love is God, why do we resist? Why do we resist so much falling in love? We all do it though. All of us. Hi, White Witch. Hello, hello. Hi, girl. Why do we resist it so much? Why do we resist falling in love? Oh my God. See, like when my brother Steve, when I was 13, said, oh, don't call a girl for 3 days. Oh, like don't show too much because it's like love bombing. Oh, like don't call though. Yeah, you gotta like wait a little while. Oh, don't put your arm around her at the movies. Like, don't do that. Boy, bye. Like, get the fuck out of here. A girl wants you to put your arm around her. Okay. Pisses me off, bro. Pisses me the fuck off. Right the fuck off. Right the fuck off. And today, Jesus and I have been like this, real tight. And he's like, do they not realize I've set the captives free? I already died. I already broke the fucking contract. I said it's done. I died already for them. Meaning, Christ consciousness, Christ awareness. Already said these rules, limitations, the 600 and some odd laws in the Bible, like that shit's whack. We don't need it. How about instead you just like say what you're gonna say? Like tell a girl she's pretty. You know, like call somebody. Why don't you instead get married in 2 weeks if you want to? Why don't you instead elope to Jamaica because you don't like your mother-in-law? Why don't you instead do shit that you want to do? Oh, that's right. That's right. Because there's these societal norms, these rules and regulations. Well, you can't say that. Oh, you can't say, wow, God, I think you're the most desirable woman I've ever seen. Oh, no, don't say that. Oh, no. No, don't say that. Hold it in until it crushes your soul. Or, wow, I think you are like by far the most loyal man I've ever met. Yeah, don't say that. Don't say that. Because they might deem it love bombing. They might be like, oh, okay, gotta go, bye. So fucking what if they say, okay, gotta go, bye? So fucking what if they say, okay, I gotta go, bye. Obviously, they're not ready for love. Obviously, they're not ready for that frequency. Why do you freak out so goddamn much that somebody's gonna reject you? I'll tell you why. World. Because you don't believe that God loves you unconditionally. Because you're not okay with being alone. You're not okay with rejection because you think that somehow you can be rejected. You can't be rejected. Christ already died for you, bruh. Wake the fuck up. Contract's already over. And those who are in God, in love. Do you know how the contract is over and you agreed to it? You agreed to the contract being over the second you decided to love somebody, even when rules and regulations and these like stupid, oh, I can't text a girl for 3 days. You did it anyway. You already broke the agreement. You already chose love. You already chose God. You already did it. You already broke the contract. Why? Because you are the Christ. Get it yet? You are Jesus. You already broke it. You already broke the agreement. You died to self. You died to ego. You died to ego. Your ego is like, don't call her. Oh my God, she's gonna think you're so weird. And like, oh my God, you're gonna tell her that you like fantasize about it? Maybe that's too freaking weird though. You silenced that part of you and you did something opposing it. You already chose love. You already broke the agreement, the contract, right? In the Old Testament, there's like 600 and some odd laws, right? But it's really what it's indicative of is this overwhelming amount of rules and regulations there are to finding God. The whole reason the New Testament exists is because the old one kind of sucked monkey turds. No offense if anybody loves the Old Testament. I fucking hate it. Hence why I believe in the new one. Right? I don't like the old one. I think the old one was stupid and old and barbaric and I don't know, redundant. 600 some odd laws. Are you kidding me? I can't eat motherfucking shellfish? Also, did you know that you can't wear 2 types of fabric in the same day either? If you want to follow those laws, those commandments, those whatever, great, do so. Like, totally have fun. Love it for you. Love that for you. Me, personally, I'm free. I'm free in Christ. I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want to do. Honey, if I want to eat a cheeseburger, I'm going to eat a cheeseburger. If I want to eat some shrimp, I'm going to eat some shrimp. And if I want to wear polyester and cotton the same day, I'm going to fucking do so because I damn well please. And because I know that I'm loved unconditionally. If I want to tell somebody, I think you're the sexiest person I've ever seen in my life, and I want to say that, I'm going to say it. And if they're not ready for it, totally cool. Have a good one. Bye. I still think it's true. So, we're going to church today, ladies and gents. Have a seat. Have a seat. Take me to church. Well, I mean, if you want to go. If you don't want to go, it's cool. Go ahead and leave. But there's only like one person here, and I'm really here for this. I think it's just me and Jesus. So I'm cool with it. I'm down. Like, I'm down for whatever. You know, I think that it's so fun to be in love because it's like, find somebody who can match your level of like, I don't give a fuck. Find somebody who also wants to rebel against the system. These stupid rules. Find somebody who tells you like, you are the sexiest thing I have ever seen with my eyeballs. Find somebody who will break the rules at work when they're not allowed to call, and they're like calling you, and they're like, oh my God, just let you know, like, I fucking love you. Okay, gotta go, bye. Find it. We're all so scared, man. We're all so scared to fall in love. We have these stupid rules. And I literally talked about it the other day, about this guy that I really like. We had this agreement. We literally set up a contract, a soul contract. It's so fucking stupid. That's what we did. He and I both agreed. If we're not going to end this, then let's give it like 4 days. Let's give it 4 days. And then we had all these rules. This. I won't text. I won't call. We won't do this. We won't do that. No, fuck it all. We broke every fucking rule. Every fucking rule. Yeah, we broke that shit. Right? Because we both know God, we both know Christ, we both know unconditional love. We both know that we have these intense feelings for each other. So we broke it. Why? Because like rules are stupid. But here's the problem. Actually, here is the issue, and this is why I was wanting to channel this today. Somebody, Mr. Logical, seems to think that after there were 2 willing participants, I ended it. I said out loud, no, we're done. This contract is null and void. I don't want this contract anymore. I want to be able to love you if I want to. Call you, send you songs, think about you 24/7. I want that. I want God. I want love. So I said, snip to their stupid rules, to societal norms. Oh, well, you can't like let her know she's beautiful. I can't tell him this. Fuck that. That's what I told him. We're done. We're done with that. That was a stupid rule. And we broke every single one of them anyway, so fuck it. And here he is, Captain Logical. No, I can't break it. I have to do it. I have to stand by what we said. And do you know what Jesus told me today? I'm going to tell you. This is why we're going to church. Do you know what Jesus told me today? He said, do people not realize I already ended the contract? I already freed the slaves. I already snipped that shit. I already did it. You're allowed to be free. Do you not think that you can be loved unconditionally if you don't agree to a formerly binding agreement? See, that's one thing that that I realize now is Christians especially, and I love you so much. Oh, I love Christians so much. As a witch, I love you so much. Even if you hate me as a witch, I still love you so unconditionally. Christians have this perceived idea that you can be a sinner. But if you're free in Christ, you aren't a sinner. You are loved unconditionally. You want to eat a cheeseburger, bae? Go eat a cheeseburger. Okay? You want to say goddamn because you're mad and you slam something, you punch a wall? Say goddamn. Who literally is sitting there persecuting you? You. Your own ego, your own rules. So, this is why I'm taking you to church today. Have a seat, sit in the pew. Sit there on your couch. This is like the modern church now, I guess. It's pretty fucking cool. Oh, well, don't say the word fuck, Jenna, because that's so offensive and that's like not godly and that's not like that's not even womanly. And like, oh my god, like you call yourself a Christian. Oh my god, bruh. I don't call myself a Christian. I call myself a Christ follower. Okay. I call myself a Christ lover. I call myself a Jesus lover. That's what I do. Oh, but like, oh, women shouldn't be preaching. Okay, all right, bye. Like, bye with your antiquated beliefs. Bye. Like, don't ever show up here again. Because I'm a woman, I'm a preacher, and I love Jesus, and I also love witchcraft. Put that in your Bible and read it. So here's the point I'm trying to make. If Christ died already, right? Which means Christ consciousness. As a star seed, I understand this too well. We descended into a very low, very, very low vibrationally dense world, planet, right? That was the descension. That was Christ dying. It's like you were born, right? So you already did it. And now you're telling me you're not allowed to be free? You're gonna play by society's rules? Oh, I'm not allowed to love my body because I'm plus size and I made some bad decisions in my life, and you know, I'm not allowed to love myself because like I was a drug addict once, and oh yeah, well I can't really love myself because nobody else does because I was in prison once, and that. Do you not get it? Do you not get it? It's already over. The new covenant, the New Testament, it's over. It exists already because Christ already died. As long as you believe that you're allowed to be free in that. And so many of us think like, oh, well, if I did this, she probably wouldn't love me unconditionally. She'd probably judge me and be like, wow, you obsess about me that much? Wow, you want to take me on a date? Like I just met you. Wow, you want to like marry me in like 3 months? Like, wow. What? Ew. That's because you've had assholes in the past who didn't understand love, the frequency of love, or how to withhold and withstand that frequency of love all day. You didn't know. You didn't have that capability. And so every time you would love somebody, they saw it as love bombing, rejected your ass. And then because you didn't know the unconditional love of yourself yet, you took it to heart. Oh my God. Oh my God, I love you so much. Wait, you are like my favorite. Like every time you're here, oh my God, we have so much fun. I love it so much. Girl, look at my palm. It's so sweaty right now. See, this was what freaked me out. I was like kind of worried that this message would not be received well. And that's exactly, I think, what the purpose of this is. So many of us are like, I want to tell my crush I like them. I want to say like, oh my God, I fantasize about us and like I really want it to be you and like I'm excited. But like my palm is sweaty. It's like how many of us are like, no, but I can't though. I can't. No, she's gonna think I'm like some narcissist who's like a love bomber. Well then she doesn't deserve you then. Because if you're an empath who's literally living through their heart space and you're with somebody who's like, ew, bye, honey, congratulations, you just dodged a bullet and you should be fucking proud of yourself, okay? You should still love yourself so much, being like, man, I'm a bad bitch. I just told somebody I've had feelings for them for like a really long time and I'm so proud of myself. They might not have accepted it, but oh well, that's their problem. They don't accept love. I accept me. I thought it was cute. I've confessed to so many people in my day, because I normally am the one to always. That's a sore subject. Point is, I used to have to be all the time the only one in partnerships that would be like, wow, I love you so fucking much. Like, you're just like incredible. Like, I kind of like you. I kind of like you. And then I would say it and they'd instantly freeze. I would be like, okay, I gotta go. See, like, bye. The rejection only hurt because I thought that I could be rejected. The rejection only hurt because I didn't yet know how to, one, manifest, how to be delusional in your own head and be like, nah, that man loves me, by the way. What he really said to me instead was, oh my God, like, let's have a family together. That's actually what he said up here in the old noggin. But I did not see that in the 3D. And because I was letting the 3D world, right, the great deception, convince me that it is God, that it is truth, that it is real, that what they say matters. I did some really shitty shit. Hated myself, self-loathing, eating way too many brownies in a day. I did a whole bunch of things I shouldn't have done had I loved myself. And been like, that's all right, man. Not a big deal. Have a good one. I still think you're incredible. And I still hope you have an amazing life. But we don't do that. We instantly take rejection as truth. And when you do that enough times, you get to a point where you're afraid to even express love to anybody ever. So today, here's the problem. I'm super in love with this guy. To a point where it's like, oh my God. Honey, I cried today. I literally cried because I said out loud, like, I have never been this happy before in my life. I didn't even know what happiness was. I cried out of happiness. And I was like, happy tears? That's like a thing? You're allowed to have that. Yeah, it's like a thing, guys. I didn't know if you've ever been aware, but happy tears are real. Yeah, I had it and I was like, oh my God, I am so in love with this guy. We both agreed we're fucked. We both agreed. So here's the thing. Why then, if we know God, we know love. God is love, love is God. It's a frequency. We know that then. We know unconditional love for ourselves and we know unconditional love for another. Why then do we always withhold feelings? Feelings. Why? I'll tell you why. It's because society fucked us up. We believed that the 3D world, when people would reject us, that it was true. Okay, you gotta go bye. Yeah, like I like you, but like you're not my type though. But like you're cute, but no thanks. I gotta go. Okay, so fucking what? Bye, adios. Have a good one. Toodles. Don't ever show up here again. Cause yeah, right. After that. And how many of you have them chasing afterwards anyway? Like you let them go and like a boomerang, like clockwork. It never fails. Because you love yourself. And if you love you, they love you. And especially if you just started learning more about revision like I did with manifestation. I'm learning how to revise things in my head like as soon as it happens. I'm trying to. It's like a habit. You gotta really build that habit. But anyway. So if somebody tells me like, yeah, I mean I think you're cute, but it's just not gonna work. What? I didn't hear that. I literally heard you're the sexiest thing on the planet and I want to have your babies. That's what I heard. And I live in Delulu land all the time. So for so many of us, the message here from Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I've already set the captives free. Why are you trying to hold on to like 600 laws, which again are symbolic? The Old Testament, it's symbolism. Why are you trying to hold on to fucking laws and regulations in love? Like the way to get to God is that you can't eat shellfish or wear two different types of clothing at the same time. So you're going to go to God that way, right? Right? Yeah, sounds fun. Great. I want to eat a cheeseburger and use the F-bomb and punch a wall if I'm mad. Like, and I still want to go to heaven. I still want to go to God. So I'm going to do that. And nobody's going to stop me. Nobody's going to stop me because I believe in Christ. I believe I am the Christ. Right? Therefore, I am unconditional love. If I am unconditional love, and I'm the one saying, Jenna, me. I am the one saying, oh, that doesn't bother me that you rejected me. Oh, you might want to be vegan to get to God, but I love cheeseburgers. Oh, you might not love plus size women. I love them. I think they're the sexiest thing on the planet. Oh, you might not want to call me for 3 days, but I want to like tell you right now, like you're amazing and I really care about you. That is how you know that the Old Testament, the old rules in love, it was confinement. It was slavery. It was slavery. That is why the Christ set the captives free. And if those who are free indeed in Christ, then what the fuck are you doing? Now, totally different though when somebody needs a break in a relationship or something. If it's like it's overwhelming and they need a break and they're like, nah, I just can't talk to you, I'm sorry. That's one thing. But to lie about your feelings and withhold them, just choose love, whatever love would do at that time. If you're in like a really new relationship and it's really, really hot and steamy and it's like you both need the space or whatever, let that happen. That's good. That's always good. Always give space and breathing room, right? But if it's done out of fear, that's where the problem is, you know. If it's done because it doesn't feel right, do what feels right. Take a break. The best thing in a relationship is the break. In my opinion, I actually really do prefer my independence and solitude. I actually love to just sit up here in my head all day, fantasizing about how perfect everything is, including my person. And sometimes I can't see how perfect they are when they're right 2 feet in front of my face. Sometimes when they're 2 feet in front of my face, I'm like, wow, you're a dickwad. Huh? I'd rather prefer pull back, be all about me, all about God, all about Jesus, and love where I'm at right then, right? So I don't know where I'm going with this. I think this is probably the last little bit of it, but Father God, Mother Goddess, I thank you so much for the ability to channel messages today. I ask for clear and concise, accurate messages as I give the collective a message at this time. Thank you, God. And Goddess, I ask that you please protect me, keep me safe, shield my energy. Archangel Michael, you're welcome in this chat at all times. Thank you for being here, protecting us, keeping us safe. Let's go to church, honey. Let's take you to church. Thank you, Jesus. Take me to church. Ace of Swords, honey. That is the truth. That is the gospel. All right. I don't know. I'm really in a preachy mood today. Like, I'm really in a good fucking mood today. But when I get around someone who is opposing love at every given turn, at every given chance, I'm like, bye. I'm like, boy, bye. 4 of Cups. I reject people so fucking fast anymore. It's really insane. It's really insane. I can hardly know that you in a minute. Matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute. That's where I'm at anymore, you know? And sometimes people don't like that about us, collective, that you know your worth. And you're like, you know what? Like, okay, great. Bye. Like, I will choose love when I want to. All the time. And if you don't choose love, totally cool. But like, deuces. I've left so many people. Look at this, a chariot. Deuces, I'm out. I've chosen so many partners that were not ready for love. Not ready for me. Ace of Cups in reverse. You can't make it up with this reading. I'm telling you. So many of them, I would confess, and then immediately they'd be like, yeah, see, I gotta go. Is that my dog barking? I gotta go. Ring, ring, ring. Oh, hang on, I gotta call. I'm so sorry, I gotta go. Bye. Root. And for the longest time, my codependent ass would sit there for 50 motherfucking lifetimes. Oh, he's gonna call any second though. I'm really excited about it. He's gonna call. He's gonna call. He's gonna get off that phone call and then he's gonna call me. I'm so pumped. He's gonna take me on this date. I'm so excited. Hunty, what? What? Call yourself, honey. Give yourself a phone call. Write yourself that text. Damn, you look delicious today. What I wouldn't give to sink my teeth into you. Give yourself that text, that phone call. Okay? Right? Take yourself on that date. Hello, where the fuck are the rules? I'm telling you, well, especially with women. This is like a big thing in society. A big thing in society is like a woman is not allowed to love herself unconditionally as she is. Because there's rules to that. Me being plus size, my whole life, like my mom and my grandma, they would always tell me, oh, no man could ever love you because of your size. Girl, I was born with a pudge. I was born with a belly. And I was told by society no one could ever love you. No one could ever love you. No one can ever. Fuck that. I can love me. And I know somebody who also does. God. So if you don't love me, but yet I love me, how about I just take myself off the fucking menu and I leave you life? Right. And that is something that most women don't get to ever experience in their lifetime. It's very sad. It's very sad. To love you despite the world and all those rules telling you shouldn't. It's sad. And then how many of us have like these secret rendezvous with people who definitely love you, but in the silence, in the shadows. Like you're always like this like, you know, like a secret. You're like, it's like a little secret. That's funny. That's like one of the worst things for me is like I've always been just hidden away, you know, like, oh, like our little secret? Yeah. Okay. No. So I don't know. I really today I'm just feeling myself and I'm feeling Jesus and I'm feeling that me and Jesus are one and the same. I know it's quite controversial, but ask if I give a fuck. There's the Son. Ask if I give a fuck. I know the Son of God. I know the Son of God. So I don't care if anybody judges me anymore. Why would I listen to the world's judgments when there's one within me that says, nah, girl, you're blameless, you're flawless, you're divine, you're perfect, you are literally perfect. You know what I'm saying? Why do we do this to ourselves? Why are we so fucking happy, right? And then we like try to dim it down. I'll tell you why, because not a lot of us know how to use energetic boundaries. Not a lot of us know how to combat evil eye. I'll tell you the best trick of the trade for getting jealousy by a lot of people who do not like you, happier than they are, is to realize that sad people cannot liberate sad people. Poor people cannot help poor people normally. You have to have your cup full. And if there are any people that send jealousy, envy, hatred, whatever, it's not you. It never was you. It will never be you. Two of Cups. It's who you work for. It's who sent you, right? And I think even Jesus, in the Bible, I think it says, if they reject you, know that they rejected me first. Right. Two of Cups again. What the hell? That is Swords. If they rejected you, please know they rejected me first. When they tell you, oh, don't call me because you're weird. I think you have it twisted. I think you think I like you. I don't. Bye. When they reject you, know that they've been rejecting love for a minute. That person has not ever loved love ever. Okay? So get it to step in, honey. Move it the fuck along. If a man tries to convince you that you are not enough and that they would devour you 24/7, and they're not trying to convince you of that, you move it right the fuck along. Do you understand me? Glad we agree. But how many women get to be like me in this world? Free and unencumbered. 9 of Pentacles. Free and unencumbered to do whatever the hell they want to do. 9 of Pentacles. That's hella independence right there. How many of us get to do that? All of us could. Few of us do. You have to choose it, right? Just like you choose to believe in Jesus. You choose to believe in the Christ. You choose to believe what he says about you. Who is the Christ? you. You have to be the one that believes something before other people do. Why? Because a 3D reality is nothing but an illusion. It is a reflection. It is a projection. It's a movie screen playing out something that has to start in here first. I know that sounds cliche, but I can't help how it sounds. You can't get people to be obsessed about you until you are obsessed with you. You cannot get the 3D world to stop rejecting your ass until you stop rejecting who you are. Until you say out loud or internally every day, like, God, you are actually you're really fucking cool. Like, I really like you. Like, really, guys, I'm gonna tell you right now, as Jenna, straight up, I refuse to marry a man in the future unless he's me in another body. I know, it's totally narcissistic. If he's not me in a man's body, it's a no-go. It's narcissistic, I think. I don't know. I love me so much that I want me in another body worshiping me all day. If it were up to me, I'd worship myself 24/7. Because I'm a goddess, and goddesses deserve to be worshipped. But by ourselves first. You could not expect all of this out here to tell you, oh, you're so beautiful, you're so divine, you're so sexy, you're so gorgeous, you're amazing, right? If you're not saying that shit, and the reason we don't say that shit is because we believed the lie when your freaking ex would tell you shit like, yeah, but you're not that pretty though. We believed them. Right. Right. Who's the one liberating the slaves? Who is freeing the slaves? Christ. You. You're the one saying all these rules and regulations, like all this bullshit. You telling me like, oh, but you have like a gap in your teeth and you're like plus size and like that's not even a okay, bye. Like bye. Bye. Because you're obviously blind as a motherfucking bat. Toodles. Toodles frittles. You are the one making the rules. You cannot expect the outside 3D world to convince you of anything good and prosperous until you have considered yourself good and prosperous. They can't match that. It's like going up to the movie screen and being like, hey, no change, no change. Wait, tell me I'm beautiful. You're watching a movie, bro. Put in a new fucking film. You have to do it within first. And I know a lot of us don't do that. Because society taught us that we can't. Oh, it's so vain and selfish. Did she just literally admit that she wants to marry herself and another? Did she say that? I think she said that. I think she said that she wants a man just like her. Oh my God. She said that. That's weird, right? No, it's not weird. It's fucking beautiful. And I can't wait because he's going to be funny, vivacious, full of light, full of humor, amazing, and magical. When did it become a crime to love yourself? Especially as an empath, I'll tell you when. When we believed a lie of the narcissist. When we believed society's rules that the narcs who love only themselves, see, there's a difference. A narcissist who only loves themselves, we don't want to be like them. So us empaths, we got all like really small, really weak, really timid, and I can't love myself though. I can't say I'm God. Oh, honey, no, I'd get kicked out of church. Oh, I can't say I'm pretty. Oh, no. No, my mom would disagree. We're not allowed to say these things because what a narcissist says it to themselves and only that that's vain worship. That is idol worship. The difference between a narcissist and someone like me and you is that we have empathy and we tell everybody they're sexy. It's the whole point. A narc will only tell themselves they're amazing. You see, what we should have done as empaths was take a play from the playbook of narcissists. Sorry, ladies, that's what we should have done. A lot of us were studying them. I'm on to you, bro. You're a dickbag. But I'm here because I'm learning. I'm studying you. You think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid as a woman? What, like attached to the hip, very codependent on you? Nah, you walk away. You walk away, and because you walk away, I'm telling you right now, you are going to take that play from the playbook and become much more balanced. You can't exist in this 3D matrix. You cannot exist here by being a fucking doormat. We can't do that anymore, ladies. We can't do that. We're going to have to be a little bit more ruthless. I'm glad most of us took tips and tricks from the local narcissist. I'm glad that we all agree. They got it right. Thinking of only themselves, probably not right. They should have probably thought of others. But the whole like, I'm amazing, I'm great, I'm going to get what I want. Maybe not stepping on others to get there, but they have sort of a good idea, okay? A good idea to think of themselves. And that's something empaths were never allowed to do. Other ladies in here, that's right. Right, self-love for the win, cat goddess. Times they have low self-esteem and want to be insecure as they are. By the way, I also have a gap. I've had my whole life make sense. Oh my God, that's so cute. Do you know what's really funny? Can I tell you a story about the gap in my teeth? My mom, when I was like 15 or so, because I was an actress in high school and middle school, she was like really like you're gonna get made fun of if you ever take this like to college or something. Like you're gonna get made fun of. So I will pay for your gap to be fixed if you want. And at the time, I hated my body, I hated myself, I hated everything about myself. And she was a narcissist, so I was really, I did not self-love at all. I didn't even have self-love. What the fuck was self-love back then? And even then, my higher self knew it was wrong. Even then, I said, you know what, no. Not wrong as in like, everybody, if you want to do it. But my inner self told me, even at 15 years old, when I didn't know God, I think it's cute. I kind of like it. I don't want you to change me. I love it. This is the way nature made it. Right there. Fucking take it. You know what I mean? If you don't like it, unsubscribe, don't watch me. Isn't that great? So that at 15, I said that to my own mother, which she was choosing fear. She was choosing like, oh, but they're going to make fun of you. They're going to bully you. They're going to, okay. Let it happen. And it did. No, it happened like a lot. But I don't want to be anyone other than myself. So, but even at 15, it could have made my life a lot easier and I didn't do it. It's really funny because we're sitting here talking about like, choose love, even in the midst of everyone else telling you it's not pretty. So. Right, when people think they're playing us, when in reality they're out here playing themselves. Oh, okay. Now, Cat Goddess is taking us to church today. Hello, I love it. It makes us unique. Exactly. You know, it's like when people first subscribe and they're like, "Wait, where's that girl with the gap in her tooth, though? What was her name? She had a unique personality." Exactly. It's like. That's what you have to do. You have to oppose the system. You have to oppose those rules. And again, in the Old Testament, with all those laws, 600 and some odd laws or some shit, there's a reason Jesus came in the first place, bro, because no one could keep the law. Remember? Because it's hard to do so when you love someone and you oppose the rules and the regulations of love. You call them anyway. You text them anyway. You're already breaking the rules. Like that guy that I told you about, we already broke the fucking contract. We made this stupid agreement. It was so dumb. But we were like trying to see if it was a real connection. So we said, let's take some time, give it about 4 days. I won't call you, I won't text you, I won't watch you, we won't do anything. Like 4 days. We can do it. We both contractually agreed, let's set this up and see if it's real. Okay, guess what? Neither of us held to it. Either of us. It got so bad, like us still wanting to love each other, that I was just like, you know what, honestly, let's just say what it is. We're in love and this contract's stupid. I break it, I'm out. I snip, I'm done. I break it, and I told him this. I break it. But yet, and only for a temporary short time of, I'm sure, but yet he still wants to say, but I want to be able to say that I accomplished it. I want to be able to say that, you know, I want you to see me in a way that like I'm gonna abide by it. You know, I want you to see me as loyal and you know, I don't want you to see me as a flake. That's the thing. If Christ breaks the agreement, frees the captives, You can love freely again. I broke the agreement. I broke the contract. There is no binding contract anymore. Now it's just you willingly hurting yourself, right? It's no different than Christians who go out there and say like, but I'm a sinner though. I'm a sinner though. Okay, not me. Not me. I love Christ, but I'm not a sinner. I read the Bible, but I'm not a sinner. I'm not a sinner. I love love. I do what I want when I want because I'm in Christ. If you are in Christ, there is no sin. You are perfect. So I think that he's afraid that I could somehow love him less. Bruh, if only he knew. Oh my God. Only that man knew. It's like a 24/7 reel of him up here all fucking day. It's crazy. If only he knew, right? So could I love him less if he would? Agreed that the contract's already over? And you know, we both broke it. We both broke the agreement. We were still texting each other. We were still calling each other. We made the fucking contract. We can break it, don't you think? Now, if it's chosen out of fear, you know, oh, but like you'd see me as less than, and I really want to do this for myself because I really, really want to prove that I can do it. Okay, that's more logic and ego though, right? So that's the difference. If you do it out of fear, you know, it's no different than the law, than the legal binding law of the Old Testament. Oh, I'm going to prove I can get to God. Love. I'm going to prove I can get to love by this rule and this rule and this rule and this rule. Nah, see, that's over. That was the whole Christ died thing. Believe that shit. Believe he rose again. Believe Christ's consciousness already rose again. Right? Which means that when you're rejected by somebody or when someone gives you a rule, you don't have to abide by it anymore. Oh, plus size women never get loved. I would really like to beg to differ now, Mom and Grandma. Anyone who ever made fun of me for my size. Ooh, I'd love to beg to differ now. Your rules don't matter to me. Your rules are a moot point. Your rules are stupid. I love me. Because Christ rose again. Because I am Christ and I'm rising. I'm rising in consciousness. Which means that when you rise in consciousness, you start realizing that you are unconditionally loved. You're the one loving you to rise in the first place. Therefore, anybody's stupid rules, like, well, she has a gap in her tooth though. And I don't know, because his skin color's darker than mine. And I don't know, because like my mom said I shouldn't date a Muslim. And my mom said, bye. You're free, bruh. You're free in Christ. What are you doing? Playing by the old rule book? Pick a side, man. Are you free in Christ? Or are you going back to the sinner lifestyle? What are you doing? Because I know me, what I'm going to do is love the shit out of everybody I meet. 100%. And get blessed for it because of it. Do you know the good karma that comes in if you just love people all day? It's pretty glorious. You don't want to accept my love? Cool. I'm going to give it to somebody else. Okay? And it's not like a slight. And it's not a, yeah, take that. Take that. You don't like me. Take that. No, I just want to be loved. And I just want to be loved. I just want to share God all day. And if you don't want to, totally cool. Stick with the old agreement. Stick with the old arrangement. But your girl is going to go get love elsewhere. You either choose love and you defeat the ego and the restriction therein, or you stay in the logic, you stay in that mind of man, and you stay with just you in your hand. That was fucking funny. And I'm telling you, I've been channeling Jesus all day today, honey. I think that was Jesus' sense of humor. I don't know. But that was really great. I'm gonna go give love. I'm gonna go give love to how I make money. If you share love, how do I make money if you share? That's actually a really great question. Let's actually answer that. Oh, hey, confirmed cultist. Right, I'm plus size and I had so many people be into me. I had to be putting up boundaries and shit. You need a pulpit, cat goddess. That's what you need. You need a pulpit, girl. You need a fucking following. I'd follow you anywhere, cat goddess rare. I'd follow you anywhere, girl. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm plus size. I'm so attractive that I have to put up boundaries and shit. God, I went to the grocery store yesterday and I saw this guy who was the deli in the deli. I turned the corner and I met his eyes, right? And I stayed fixated. I stayed looking and he went like this. I was like, oh my God, that's so funny. Have people done that my whole life and I just didn't know it? Maybe, yeah, I'm revising. It's always been like that. From ugly duckling syndrome, my whole life. Girl, I didn't even go to prom because I couldn't find a date. Talk about embarrassing as shit. To literally being approached, even obnoxiously so, having to draw boundaries. I'm telling you right now, the rules that my mom wrote for me, you know, you got a belly, no man would like that. Pretty sure that's not been an issue. Pretty sure that's one of their favorite things. Huh? Ooh, yeah, no, that's, I've never experienced that before. Yeah, see. Sorry, I just like out. So like, where were we? I'm sorry. What? Yeah, so like, why are we as women so convinced that society and their stupid fucking rules, I don't think women are really like this anymore. Oh, I think it's a new wave of a new kind of woman, honey. I think it's a new earth full of new women, all right? Look, I'm serious. I really think it's the men that need to catch up. Real women have bellies and booties, hunty, and hips. Stretch marks. Real women, you know? Look, I really think it's the men that are about to catch up. We got the King of Pentacles here. Like, these men, ooh! And they're making these divine masculines in a totally different way. They're not afraid to express opinions or love or, oh my God, no. Actually, you know what's really funny? A few days before I met somebody, pretty cool, we had done a group ritual to pray for, we were like trying to manifest the divine masculine of the collective for everybody that was in here. We were doing like a group ritual. We were just talking, it wasn't even a ritual in that we needed a cauldron or anything. We just literally talked about what we loved about our twin flames. And for some reason, I feel like we should do that right now. These divine masculines, oh my God, honey, oh my God. Though they are, oh my God, no, I can't, because it's like a frequency, and then I get there and then I'm like, okay, cool, wow, I gotta go, guys, bye. They're so sexy. Oh my God, they're so fucking oh shit. And when they share their emotions and they tell you like, wow, you're like, I've never seen a woman like you in my life. Oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. But you have to say it in here first. If we're not saying it in here first, girls, we are certainly not about to manifest a guy out there to say that same shit to us. So they are so open with their opinions. They say it just like it is. Like, this is the type of divine masculine that I see rising on the planet right now is the type that at like 2 a.m. when they can't sleep, they don't just like ignore you. They're like, hey, I can't sleep. It's because of you. Hope you're happy. I'm sorry. I'm going to need just a second. Real women. Yeah, real women. Real women have real bodies. That's another thing. Today I really wanted to talk about this. And I do, because there's, you know, real women who watch my channel. I just want to say one thing. I really do. As I'm starting to love my body for the first time ever, and this man that has entered my life has really helped me do that. Really, I've healed so much shame and guilt in such a short period of time. It blows my mind. It really does. I just want to tell you ladies who are where I was like not even that long ago, there are men who will love you absolutely unconditionally. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because you know what they think about your stretch marks? They think, wow, you're a real woman who ate real food. And for whatever reason, your life was real bad and you must have turned to some sort of coping mechanism to have that problem. Or like if you were an alcoholic, there was obviously a reason you did that. There was obviously a reason you were in jail, or there was obviously a reason you were impoverished. There was obviously a reason for this. Because Empresses, a true divine feminine, doesn't willingly choose suffering. Something happens to her, right? So you're going to find that one that is like, okay, so what? There's a little pushing for the cushion for the pushing. And it's because of GMOs in our food and fluoride in the water and pharmaceuticals in our water supply. And they're going to be like, I get it. It is what it is. What the fuck ever. I don't care. I don't care what size you are. I love you as you are. And that's the first time for me ever in my life. Again, because I had been programmed so much by my narcissistic mother and grandmother that I had no idea. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't my mom's fault. She was trained and programmed by the Weight Watchers culture. It wasn't my grandma's fault. My grandma was the baby of the family right after the Great Depression. So like, it's not their fault. You know, everybody was probably super thin then. So she naturally had a bias against anyone with curves. It's not their fault. But they did end up teaching me that I can't be loved. And so all of a sudden, there's Christ energy flooding the planet, Christ consciousness energy flooding the planet. And that energy is like, no, not only can you be, but you are. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it every fucking day. 24/7 if you won't. If you want to, 24/7, I'll show you. It's here. It's already happened. It's already taking place. So if any of you are like me, you know, and I used to beat up my body so much and shame myself and it's stupid. I don't do that anymore. I'm not gonna do that anymore. Once you know though that God loves you unconditionally, once you know a divine masculine loves you unconditionally, once you know yourself loves you unconditionally, once you know that though, that's the only time it can change. You have to really know love first. You have to really know God first. Otherwise, you're knowing the opposite of it. So you really have to know love within first before you can meet somebody out there to represent that with you. You know? And that's, I mean, I hate to say it, but the Ace of Cups comes before the Two of Cups. So you cannot get love without loving yourself first. I'm sorry. You can't. Because this is a projection. This is a reality that is distorted. It's just a movie screen. You have to put something on the movie screen that is real love. Everybody else is just a fucking bot. Okay, they're just like an Agent Smith in the Matrix until you animate them with what you want, right? So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna kick you out, Daisy. I don't like your vibes. You can get going, honey. Confirmed cultist. Oh, I'm so happy you're here. Welcome. Look at you, ladies. Sounds fun. I like that. He's mysterious. Ooh, yes. Girl. Wait, I like that he's mysterious. Oh, that's what you like about your twin. Oh my God, yeah, that's sexy, right? Yeah, that he's mysterious. I like that too. I do like that. But sometimes I want to know their thoughts though. I want to know, like, see, I think it's because it's the psychic in me. It's the psychic that needs to know everything. I'm like, tell me what you're thinking though. My ass would wake up with him at 2 a.m. like, hey, so like, what's going on? Tell me everything. Like, I don't know. It's like the psychologist in me, I think, that just needs to know everything. But, you know, I don't. But I do. I want to know, like, what's on a man's mind. I do. I really care. And see, I think that I've had so many exes in the past. They didn't give a shit that I wanted that. they would go into hiding for like 2 or 3 weeks and like figure it all out on their own, which is cool. But like, that's not cool. That's not a relationship, bruh. What is this then? Like, feelings, you know? People have them. You should share them. And that's what the new divine masculine is all about. They are so about their feelings because they're balanced with their femininity. The masculine and feminine are very much in balance and harmony. So they share their feelings. And they say it so loudly and so proudly, and they're not afraid of it. Yeah, I used to sometimes doubt myself when it came to anyone being into me. Yeah, like that, until my twin flame or other people pointed out that some people were into me. I was like, the fuck? That's great. No, I know, once you meet the right ones, though. But you can't meet the right ones until you meet the right one in here. And I hate to say it sounds so fucking cliche, but the hermit mode of the decade for me, I was in hermit mode. I was a complete recluse for about 11 years. I had my spiritual awakening 11 years ago. Most people I meet now, they started about then. But I remember before, I was only bringing in people who were just starting on their awakening journey, and it was like really tough to even talk to them. So the only thing I could do is go within, and I just became total shut-in, like just, I mean, a hermit, an absolute hermit. And I'm like, as much as that's fun, it's also fun to meet people and to have fun and to talk and to share love again, you know? Share love with people. And sharing love with people and receiving love with people brings in huge karmic benefits. And I've been realizing that. The reason I couldn't receive anything good in my life was because I wasn't putting out anything good in my life. I wasn't loving, there was no energy flow because I only had to go within and learn about, you know, with the law of assumption. I had to learn about like energy dynamics, boundaries. I had to, especially as a channeler, I had to learn some shit about some shit. What's okay, what's not okay, like ET, what we do with them, what they're doing with us. Like I had to learn it all, and I had to do it alone. And well, when you do it alone, you end up really kind of impoverished and with no blessings in your life because you're not, there's no exchanging of, I wasn't speaking. I was quiet. I wasn't speaking life. I also wasn't speaking death, technically, but there wasn't anything in my life good at that time. So, yeah, I just realized now that the reason there was nothing good was because I wasn't putting anything good in it. I wasn't speaking life over myself. Let's get a card here because all of a sudden weird ass energy just hit me, and the neighbor too was pounding. Let's just see what this is. The Emperor. How funny is that? How funny is that? We were literally just summoning the divine masculine. Holy shit. Holy shit balls, huh? How funny is that? Dude, do we see how fucking powerful we are yet? Are we getting to this point where we don't even have to talk about it, but for like 30 seconds and shit just starts. What? Where are we? Guys, heaven is real and we're here. We're here. You guys believe that, right? Oh, hello, Persephone. Hello, Five of Swords. Yeah, you guys get it, right? I think you definitely understand what I'm saying. I think we can now manifest out of thin air. Look at this Ace of Pentacles. Shit just like falls in your lap anymore at this vibration. I love it. I really do. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. Who can it be now? Big fan. A big fan. A big fan. And I've also noticed, like magician, I've also noticed that when two people are like portals and they open so many like energy vortexes together or some shit, that's when all the like demonic gremlins come out from the woodwork. Like it's so weird. It's like as soon as there's two, then all of a sudden it's like distractions, you know? So that's why it really pays to have boundaries, energetic boundaries, and convince yourself that you will always stay in the flow of love. Like you will do it no matter what. Like you will go the distance no matter what, even if there are people calling you and dogs barking and your neighbor slamming on things. You will just sustain that frequency. You have to like really agree to that first. It's like you have to, it's like a self-promise. I will choose God today. I will choose love today every single minute. Even if someone's trying to throw me off track. It's like once you agree to this, that's the true commitment. That's the true contract that people should be signing with themselves. That even if things go wonky, I'm still going to channel through it. I'm just going to channel. I'm just going to keep channeling love. I don't care. I mean, I seem to usually manifest out of thin air. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. Let us see, ladies. What are we doing today? I don't know. Something's going on though. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know what's going on, but all of a sudden I feel like there's like the shock to my system and I kind of just need to figure out what the fuck is happening. Let's find out. Look, at the end of the day, don't show up on a psychic's channel full of other psychics unless you want to get called out. Unless you want to be found out. Do you want to be found out? I think secretly someone here might want to be found out. Don't show up. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. What the hell? That's so funny. Look, this is how I see it. This is how I see it. Just do it. Just do it. Like either just say something, you know, say something or don't, but just say something, you know? I think that's today's message. Like people that always hide behind like how much they feel for somebody or like how much they really want to do to make somebody happy. Like, come on, no. Fall in love or don't, right? I'm being good over here drinking my water. Justice. Ooh, yeah. This is nice. I don't know who just joined. I don't know. But I like the vibes. I will find out. See, it's like a lot of psychics and empaths, right? We're energy readers. Like we will find out. You might as well just like not hide, you know? Like, come on. I will find out. Wouldn't you rather be the one ahead of it? Ah! I knew it. Would you rather be the one ahead of it? I think you want to be the one ahead of it. I love it. I love it. I want some more of it. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Look at that, ladies and gent. Woo, I just got, oh man, you guys ever have one of those niacin flushes? Like you take too much of that B vitamin and your face gets flushed? Oh God, oh God. Do you realize what you just did? You changed the entire atmosphere of this channel. Oh my God, I love it. Hey, I'm here for this. I love it. Yeah, like, listen, Jesus and I were real tight today. And Jesus is telling me, like, you got ahead of it. It's really great. Congratulations. You officially broke the contract. Contract null and void. You chose love. You chose love today, the Emperor. Congratulations. Anyway. Beautiful sermon today, guys. Took you to church. You sat in the pew and you enjoyed it. How odd. I just took my B12 earlier. Have you ever had that niacin flush and it feels like you're going to die? Like you even get shortness of breath and then you feel like I'm going to die. I'm going to die. That's what it feels like lately for me. And I haven't even taken any niacin. Oh, there's been a niacin shock to my system. Wow, Wheel of Fortune in a totally different way. It's not a vitamin. And it's like, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. I think I'm going to die. Somebody just put me out of mood misery. I'm gonna die. Yeah, when you get the tightness and you can't even breathe. I'm gonna die. That's what I feel. I'm gonna die. I'm glad you're taking your vitamins, White Witch. I'm so proud of you. Oh, I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you for doing healthy things today. Wow. Ooh, the devil. Ooh, yeah. My heart hurts. Oh my God, my neighbor's knocking on the, oh my God, I'm gonna die right now. My neighbor's knocking on the wall and I heard Jesus say, I stand at the door and knock. That's what I just heard. I'm telling you. Oh, Jesus and I, we're working together today in magical ways. How long has that been there? Yes, it lasts a minute after you take it. I have to at my age. Oh, do you take too much? Because like, honey, that's when you almost die. Like, have you had your caffeine? No, I didn't have any caffeine today. I'm high on love, honey. I'm high on Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I'm high on God. And I've been having shit sleep, and I'm still this happy. I heard I stand at the door and knock. That's what I fucking heard. So, turns out I'm actually a really great energy reader. Turns out I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Oh, I'm so smitten right now. I'm so smitten. Reason I ask you usually have your blue mug. I normally do have my blue mug. Yeah, I don't today. I didn't make any tea. Ladies, the whole message, the whole sermon, the whole time was do something today to rebel against the rules and fucking regulations that we put on love. 600 and some odd laws in the Old Testament. Oh, you get to God this way, this, that. Now, fuck that. You get to God because you are God and you make the decisions. You make the decisions. So, end the contract. Christ already ended it for you. Let down the burden. There is no burden. Unconditional love is unconditional. You can't do anything to scare somebody off if they unconditionally love you. Right? Love is love, honey. Girl, we're getting you and I a pulpit today. All right? No wonder they were terrified of women preachers. Shit. The tower. Look at this. Opportunity may knock on our doors. The opportunity I've been seeing, they can knock on my door anytime. Anytime. Ooh. Wow. Ladies, this whole sermon, I don't even know what we call this. I don't know. This was by far like my favorite thing ever. I don't think us ladies realize how strong we are. Like, I don't think we understand what we just did. We literally just manifested divine masculine energy on the planet. Like we are literally single-handedly. I mean, not single-handedly, you ladies helped, but manifesting a lot more divine masculines, divine beings who choose love. They choose love. Even when people tell them not to, even when their job says, oh, don't choose love right now. Cause, oh, look at that, Ada, you can't make that shit up on the split. Oh, don't do it here. Cause like, no, there's a rule. Okay, well, rules are meant to be broken, but whatever. Oh, don't text her. Cause it's like, you're gonna look desperate. Oh, don't call her. Don't give it like 3 days. Yeah. And then when she even starts thinking of feelings, like just tell her to fuck off. Like, okay, because that makes sense. So yeah, contract's already done. It's already over. Unconditional love would never see anyone who breaks a contract. For what? For unconditional love. Right? There would never be anything less perfect, any less perfection in you saying, I don't want the stupid rules and regulations of the Old Testament. Those rules are symbolic because that's why Christ had to come in the first place. Nobody could abide by it. Love couldn't sustain itself there. Oh, we'll do this. You can only be loved if you look like this, and you have to have lip fillers, and you gotta be a size 2, and you gotta, okay? That's societal rules. Christ consciousness entered the planet through a lot of us, starseeds, a lot of us higher vibrational people. Ironically, 1 hour, 11 minutes, and 44 seconds. Look at that. 144,000. You know if you know. So here you are, entering the planet. Looking real good, real spicy. Real good. Looking real good, like all the time. Literally like all the time. And thinking that you can still somehow run off unconditional love. Like the one that is meant for you, you can't lose. You literally can't lose it. If something is for you, you can't lose it. Are there any other messages here? Yes. I'm hearing resistance. If there's ever, okay, you have to trust that someone loves themselves unconditionally enough to leave if they're resisting the message that you're giving them. So like for instance, say you go to confess feelings for somebody and they're not able to handle it because they're like, oh God, like that's too much. I don't know, I gotta go. You have to trust that that person loves themselves enough to be like, wow, I'm really only fucking over myself, aren't I? Like, I'm really actually only running away from me, aren't I? Right? But I think so many of us get rejected so many times when we actually express really like the true depth of feelings and things like that, that we get burned so much by the world. We get burned by people who were not able to sustain that frequency. They rejected us. Our love, right? So then we as a collective, as a society, we're so afraid to tell somebody like, yeah, no, like all I think about is you all the time, 24/7. And why? Because we think that they could reject us. I think it's fucking awesome that you said it. I think it's fucking great that somebody would be that brave to express love like that. But that's just because I'm a hopeless romantic. And that's just because I love love. Okay, that's maybe my problem. But when you meet people who are not hopeless romantics and they don't love love, then yeah, that's a recipe for disaster. You putting yourself out there, heart on a sleeve. So I think what's so beautiful about love is that real, true, unconditional love could never see anybody less than perfect. There is no, oh, I'm a flake. I didn't agree to my binding agreement. I wanted to be stronger. I wanted to be this. Okay, so that's like asking Christians to abide by 600 and some odd rules while still calling themselves Christians. Oh, I really want to prove that I'm good. I really want to prove. Yeah, so I'm going to like follow 600 laws. Okay, so you're Jewish then. I used to have a friend. I was 16 and my neighbor, she was Jewish. She was so fucking awesome. She took me to the Holocaust Museum. She was like the fucking coolest person I ever knew. And she was Jewish, but she was Messianic Jewish. I don't know what the difference was. She tried to explain it to me. I didn't fucking get it. All I saw is she had to abide by all these rules. But she wasn't abiding by them. She wasn't allowed to put like dairy and meat in the same sink or something, or like have this food with this food. And I'm just like, holy fuck. I don't know, honey. I just want to go eat a cheeseburger. Can I do that? But what I didn't realize until later in our friendship is she was actually having an affair with her husband. On her husband. I mean, I hate to say it now. I mean, I'm obviously not telling you her name or anything, but the point is, she chose love. She was still choosing unconditional love. I mean, in for herself. And I know it sounds selfish. And it, you know, don't judge. Judge not lest you be judged, right? But she was miserable where she was at. And she chose the things that she had to choose. To, who knows, maybe even just stay alive in a day. Maybe she had no idea that it was hurting her husband because it was a secret, technically. So, you know. But here she had all these rules, but yet was still choosing love in her mind. You guys have always been breaking these rules. Every time somebody tells you not to text a girl in 3 days and you do so anyway, you broke a rule. Anytime you, as a plus size lady, tell yourself you're divine and sexy and another guy tells you you're not, you broke a rule. Anytime you draw a boundary when a narcissist will punish you for it, you broke a rule. You've always been breaking rules. You've always been the Christ, and you've always been freeing yourself from the contract. You have been doing that your entire fucking life, okay? So it's very much the logical, egoic side of us to be like, oh yeah, but I want to prove I can do it though. This rule and that rule, I want to do it. Yeah, I can prove it. Why? Prove it for what? To be loved more? To be trusted more? To be respected? To look honorable? To what? It's already been broken. It's already broken in Christ. It's already done. It's already done. But this is when Christians go back to the sinner lifestyle. They go back to sinning. There is no sin, honey. There's a whole fucking point. There's no sin. It's unconditional love. So, I think that it's a beautiful thing when we can really choose love, unconditional love. In spite of it all. There's rules against this. My neighbor, there were rules against what she was doing. Somebody calling you at work when they're not supposed to, there's rules against that. But you chose it anyway. Because you're breaking rules. It's given lawless. It's given rule breaker. And it's given Jesus. Okay? So, there are rules. Yeah, okay. Who the fuck made the rules? The same one that can break it. For instance, my neighbor, she could get a divorce. She's the one that contractually agreed to that marriage. She could get a divorce. The person calling from work, they could get a new job. Or they could, in their mind, say, like, maybe they'll change and, like, lessen the rule. Maybe I can text more. Maybe I can call more. Or the kid that, his first girlfriend, he's not allowed to call for 3 days. But what if he says, nah, fuck that. I want to. I don't care what my brother says. He's stupid. And he doesn't have a girl. So I'm going to do whatever I want to do. Breaking the rules. The real rule breaker. The real lawless one. Oh, sorry. The real lawless one is Jesus, in my opinion. He's the one that didn't have any rules. When the Pharisees and the Sadducees, those who know the book like the back of their hand, would sit there and tell him, you're not allowed to heal on the Sabbath because we have rules. Basically, he said, who the fuck are you? I work for God. I work for God, honey. I'm sorry, who are you? He healed anyway. When they were like, wow, how dare you call yourself God? He knew the consequences. He called himself, well, I mean, I don't even know if Jesus really ever did call himself God. Other people did. He said, people were trying to tell him, are you John the Baptist? Are you this? He said, who do you say I am? And then someone said, the Christ. I don't even know if Jesus really ever said it, that I am God. But yet he was persecuted for it anyway. The point I'm trying to make here is, you're already every day going against a rule or two to choose love. Why don't we stop punishing ourselves? If you have, that's the difference. That's the difference. Give to Caesar what is Caesar's, and God what is God's. Actually, let me show this. It said that comment was hidden. If you have an agreement, I don't know if you guys can see it. It says, if you have an agreement with your credit card company and you fuck up and miss a payment, it does not void any future payments. The divine masculine of the future, ladies and gents. Beautiful divine masculines with a head on their shoulders. Love the logic. Love the logic. I love the thinking. I like the thinking on this one. I love the mind on this one. If you fuck up, miss a payment, it does not void any future payments. That's true, but you can change credit card companies. You could just stop having a credit card. I mean, well, technically, you got to pay it off first, right? But that's because that's a legal binding thing. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about love, by the way. That's what I like to talk about. I think I have a problem. I think I have a love problem. I think I like love too much. Honestly, and it's true that I like love so much that I've given up like everything for it, and I kind of hate that about myself sometimes. I hate that I gave up like family, a marriage. I gave up everything for self-love. I even had to divorce somebody because I knew it wasn't love. That's a contract. That was a legal binding contract in the 3D. That was the real world. That was a contract. Because my contract is to God. My contract is to self. And if I'm being treated poorly, well, that's it. Even if I wouldn't have been treated poorly. If we would have just outgrown each other or even amicably ended things, still, that was a legal binding contract and that ended. So, I love that. I love that. That's going to really make me think. A lot of what you say makes me think. Which I didn't know this thing actually worked, so I love it. I love it. Oof. God, my brain just got fried with that question. I almost don't even know how to should I write it down? I feel like I should write it down. I feel like I'm gonna be thinking about that for a while. Right, it'd be like, I'll do what the fuck I want. And if you all have a problem, we'll take it up with the divine, honey. That's it. That's it. Now, okay, I have an answer for you, Vet 07. If you miss a payment, it does not void any future payments, right? But, speaking of, I really need to check that. I need to put that on my calendar. I think that's due. But, if you are in love, if you are in God, God is love, love is God. If you are in that, guess what God does for those of you with credit card payments? Puts it right in your hand so that you can end the contract, so you can end that debt. Thank you, Jesus! What the fuck, actually? I just got so many notifications. I swear to everything holy, if you guys do not believe in magic right now, I'm telling you right now, get the fuck off my channel. I'm telling you, I'm going to shit my pants. Listen to me right the fuck now. Just a minute, okay? I don't do shit either. I don't do shit either. I sit here on my rump, talk about God, and God pays my bills. I just told you my credit card payment is due. That's the next payment I have due, and I have $5 in my bank account. And I literally said, what will happen is God will put money right there. And I literally did this movement, this magical moment right here, and I just got a donation on my PayPal. Emily, is it Emily? First one I've received in quite a while. And I think it's just because it's not the cost of my readings. So it is just a donation. And I am telling you right now, I said it and it came in 2 seconds? You guys fucking watched it. So your question, Vet07, here's the answer to your logical, beautiful, sexy message that you are so good at writing. Though you miss a credit card payment, it doesn't stop you from having others owed. You're gonna owe next month and until you go to God and God frees you from that contract. Until God puts money in your bank account, frees you from it. God is going to do that. The same one that gave you the money in the first place. Same one that helped you get that credit card statement. Same one that helped you get the plastic itself. That same God is going to put money right where it needs to be. I didn't have a way to pay my bill. I had to get groceries yesterday instead because my sugar was so low. I had fasted for 2 weeks. I literally put money on my, I went through the checkout. I put money on my card. I was having such a great time with this cashier, this clerk. And I remember I said to myself, I'm going to have $5 in my bank account. 5. But I know God's going to do something crazy. I know it. I just know it. It always happens. I always get money. I always have God bless me. So yes, while it does not take away your contractual, legal, binding agreement, I know one who could. And I know one who just did. Me. I did this. I said it. I did this. I'm the one that established those rules and regulations a few days ago. I'm the one that broke it. I'm the one that said it's broken for all parties involved. I'm the one that starts a contract, and I'm also the one to end it. Goes for soul contracts too with people. I'm the one that says, yes, you can be my friend, let's be friends. And I'm also the one that says, no, we're done because I don't like how I'm being treated. I established the ground rules in my life. And this is why it's so important to know yourself, know that ye are gods. No one should be telling you that you have to do something. Yeah, a credit card company, sure, they technically have to, but only until God frees you from that, until you ask for it. I thought it was so ironic that you had mentioned the credit card thing, and I literally went to go to my phone to put in there, hello, reminder, Jenna, you owe a credit card in a couple days, literally in 2 days or something. Don't know how it's going to be paid. Had no fucking clue. I went to go open my phone, and when I did, I got a backlog of messages. Somehow it wasn't on, or I didn't get the messages, the alerts. God had just provided for me. So yeah. Love does end contracts. You're God. You are love. You are pure unconditional love. Every time you did something to choose love instead of the contract, you chose it. You did it. Sorry to tell you, you already broke it. You already chose love. You already chose God. You're already in love. You're already in God. people I read for, honey, you've already been in God a real long time. You've already been loving yourself every day since the day you were born. I'm sorry. Every time you walked away from a girlfriend or treated you like shit. Every time you stopped an addiction because it was bad for you. Every time you went to the gym, you got healthy. You loved you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You loved Christ. You loved the Christ within you. You loved God. You already did it. You already broke the agreement. You already broke the contract. Now, if you keep trying to abide by rules that aren't even, like, it's kind of redundant and pointless anymore, it's just a slap in the face to anybody who is in love with you. It's now a slap in the face to God. Because God's sitting there telling you, you're unconditionally loved. I love everything about you. Enough to break a contract. Enough to free the slaves. Enough to liberate you from dumb ass rules. I loved you that much. And now you're telling me that it's not possible that you could love me that much. You have to do something to prove it. Oh, I'm gonna fight really hard because, like, I want to be loyal and I want to prove I can do it. And okay, so there's like 600 laws, okay, or something in the Old Testament. Like, nobody could fucking fulfill it. That's why Jesus died in the first place. That's why the new covenant is a whole thing. That's why the New Testament exists, bro. Because the old one sucked monkey turds. So, you want to keep going with the rules, do so, but you're the only one in that agreement because it's not a binding agreement anymore. Christ already paid for it. The Christ itself within already ended it. Unconditional love? Oh my God. I think a lot of people, one of the things that I've feared over the years is that people will think I'm a love bomber. I'm like, I just give too much love. I just give too much love. And you know, people that aren't used to it, they see it as like I'm a narcissist or I'm out to get something. I think that's what it is. It's like I'm out to get something. So they immediately label me just like love bomber, you know? But I love myself, and I see now that I have an overflowing cup of love, and I give love to everyone. So if I do love bomb, I'm love bombing everybody. So rules are necessary for a civilized society. Well, I'm going to ask you right now, Vet07, how many rules are there in our society and how civilized is it? I don't think this country's ever had more laws ever in the history of ever. How civilized are we now? I believe in magic. Can you believe that happened? I just want to thank Emily. Emily, because of you, I can now afford a legally binding contract that I have. Vet07. The credit card. Yes, it is legally, contractually binding me to Visa. But God wants to fulfill it. Being in love has its perks. Being in God has its perks. I'm always in God. I'm always in love. I just really want to pick somebody to be in love with that wants it too. Thank you so much, Emily. I see it. Babe, I love you, girl. That was so generous. That was one of the biggest donations I've received in a very long time. I can't even thank you enough. Thank you. Aww. You're so sweet, babe. Thank you for the love note too, because I love love and I love receiving love messages. Rules are necessary for a civilized society. You know what I think is necessary for a civilized society? Love. Really. If I love me and I love you, I'm not going to do shit like steal from you, commit adultery. The 10 commandments are naturally, easily abided by just choosing love. I think that's why Jesus said, what is it? If you love me, like, keep my commandments. Who are his commandments? What are his commandments? I think that's why love kind of leads to a civilized society. Not rules so much. Not rules. I feel like if people all over the planet loved each other, you wouldn't even need rules. I don't think you need rules. But that's, do we live in a society where everybody loves each other? No. That's why we need rules. But yeah, I do love your mind. I do love your mind, and I thank you for being here. I hope the resistance dies down sometimes to love, to let it freely flow, And if not, that's fine too. See, that's the beauty of it, is when you know self-love, if people do reject you and they don't want to be in that frequency with you, then you let them go in love. Love them. Let them go. Right? Let them choose that, because that's what they're willingly wanting to choose. They want the space. They want to feel comfortable. If it makes somebody uncomfortable, your love for them, let them go. Right? That's what love would do. Love would stop the pain. Love would stop the suffering. If they're suffering because they're trying to be something that they're not ready to be yet. In love, super happy, magical. It's not fair to keep them, bound to you? The whole point of us being here, ladies and gentlemen, is to help people free themselves from curses, not put another chain around their ankle. If people aren't ready for you, that's okay. You go be ready for you. Pull your energy back and go find someone else to love. Go find an entire collective. Go on a walk and tell every single person you know, hi, hello. Go love every human being you see today. It's the beauty of it. There is no more rejection. And if you trust that that person loves themselves, then even if you do break it off, they will always know that they really just shot themselves in the foot. They're really actually only hurting themselves. Our world would be so much, that's exactly it. It would be better, and you wouldn't really need those rules. Rules about who could be on what swim team, or who could be in a certain bathroom or not. You wouldn't have that, because you would have people who understand empathy and compassion and don't want other people uncomfortable, and they don't want to cheat to win, things like that. So you would, a society based only on love. Does it sound logical? Of course it doesn't sound logical. Of course it doesn't sound logical. The world of manifestation doesn't sound logical. The world of magic doesn't sound logical. It is not magic. I mean, it's not logical. If you were to manifest something like I just did, that doesn't make fucking logical sense. I mean, technically, could that have been a coincidence? She was already going to send that. But the timing though, and we were talking about a credit card payment, and I have mine due in 2 days, and that's what I couldn't afford. I don't know. I love logic as much as the next girl, which really I don't think is very many girls I know anymore. We don't really love logic. I do love men that love logic. but not when it actually impacts my ability to love them. Because love is not logical. It's illogical. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to make sense. It will probably never make sense. But to stay in a non-legally binding contract anymore, if one party has pulled away and said, whatever, I'm done, I'm out. It's no different than a couple who gets divorced, right? One of them is pulling away and saying, I'm done, I don't want this anymore. It would be painful for the other party to not agree and to just keep fighting it, saying, but no, I can do better, and I can do this, and I can do this. That's painful. That's painful. One has already left. And love is it has to be mutual. There has to be two. And they have to be willing, both of them. And when it's not, it's pain, and it's too logical, and it's too egoic. And that partner, the divorcee, that's pain. That's codependency. That's trying to do something, in that instance with the marriage thing, like chasing something because you don't know your own worth, your own self-value. Because if you really knew your own self-value, then you wouldn't have anything to prove by staying in an agreement that you don't want to be in anymore. And I don't blame men of today. I mean, these poor men, think about it. They have to be the provider. They have to do this. They have to take him out on dates and bring you the flowers. And they have to do this. There's all these it's like they just want us ladies to feel like they can be depended on. And like they're enough. Like they're enough, and they're going to prove it. They're going to prove it. They're going to prove it. But I don't think they realize how devastated we are as women when we're like, whatever gave you the impression we didn't think you were enough? When did we ever tell you you weren't enough? When did we ever show you you weren't enough? Why would this suddenly make you not worthy of love? I think that's the problem with so many relationships, is that women just want to be validated for how much they unconditionally love someone. And I think that's what God wants too. God just wants to be acknowledged for, like, this is the love that I give. It's unconditional, meaning it's not conditional. It's not, oh, well, it's conditional, but only if you don't, say this word, or only if you don't talk about that subject, or only no, it's unconditional. So I think that it just kind of hurts women like us when men think they have to do something to earn our love. It's not earned. Just like God's love isn't earned. It's freely given. It's been freely given. We just didn't want to choose it. We just didn't want to accept it yet. And now me and other women like me, now we're accepting it. Because, like, why not? I think it's great. We love ourselves now. We're like, yeah, we're pretty dope. We're dope as shit. We're awesome. So we accept it now. And it does, I think, what I hate to say, it does take men a little bit longer, I think, to accept it. And so this is where, in the law of assumption, like, a lot of us, we start assuming that, like, oh, he must not want me because he's not calling me. And I think he wants to break up. And that's because there's a little bit of a delay. I've noticed divine feminines go first in this awakening. I've noticed this all across the board. You women, you go first. It's like, I know it sucks, but you're the one that realizes unconditional love and worth and the value of yourself first. So, and it almost feels like the other party is not a participant, Men do have a little bit of a delay. I hate to say it when it comes to love. But, I mean, well, that's been my experience. But that's also a limitation. Don't even believe me on that. Like, that's just my opinion. So, could they change in a matter of seconds? Of course. That's how manifestation works. If time is an illusion, it doesn't fucking exist. Men could change like that if you let them. They want to. They want to be that for you. But so they have to dissolve their ego. They have to dissolve the part of them that wants to somehow prove they are worthy of love instead of just accepting that they're already worthy of love. Love is better than just simply following a whole list of rules all the time. And I think love does create better things. It's better. It's better. It creates magic out of thin air. It's better. While there, yes, is a binding agreement. God, if you, God, says out loud, I don't want to be in a credit card agreement anymore. I don't even want a credit card anymore. I want to pay that shit off. Okay, that's you talking to the universe. Also God, saying, hello, make that shit happen. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this binding contract. I don't want to be bound to Visa anymore. I don't want to be bound to a job I hate anymore. I don't want to be bound to that marriage. I don't want to be bound. Fine, God, do something. But you have to be willing to say, God, love, do something, which means you have to be in love. It's the highest frequency of all. That's the only thing going to part the fucking waters for you. That's the only thing going to give sight to the blind man, I'll tell you. You either fall into love or you fall into the pit. I hate to tell you, either way, you're falling. So, I think that this is a very profound message. I'm so glad that we're doing this today. You know, I actually recorded a 20-minute voice memo today to somebody, and it accidentally deleted. I accidentally deleted it. I didn't even mean to. I meant to go send it, and then my finger hit the other button. I was so pissed. But then I was like, you know what? Because it was a message about this. It was about Jesus. It was about, if Jesus freed you, why are you putting yourself back in a prison? And I guess now I see why I couldn't send it. I was supposed to be telling you guys about it. People who are ready to hear it. Those who aren't ready to hear it will leave. Those who are ready to hear it will stay. And I'm here for that. I'm not going to change who I am, how much love I give, the frequency I emit, because someone doesn't want to catch up with me. Or somebody doesn't want to sustain it as long as I do. Fine, go have your life. But I will choose me every fucking time, and it will never change. That will never change. I will always choose me first. That's how it's going to have to be. I don't care how much I love somebody. I will always walk away if I'm not welcome. Right? Jesus said, kick off your boots or dust off your boots and walk to the next village or something if you're not welcome. If I'm not welcome, I emit a frequency of love. I'm not welcome. Okay, bye. It's okay. I love you anyway. I will always love you. But I'm not welcome. And I will always choose me instead. I just can't wait to one day meet somebody who chooses themselves as much as I choose me. To a point where they rebel against the system, the rules that say they can't love me. Watching me from work when they can't, or texting me at 2 a.m. Oh my God, all I think about is you. I can't sleep right now and I think about you. Or even if their mom hates me, being like, I don't care, I love her. Whatever the rule is, I just can't wait to meet that one. And I feel like it's right around the corner for me. That one that will willingly say, fuck it, this is a dumb rule and I love her. I just can't wait. Women want to know we're okay the way we are, and that starts with self-love. That's it. Free falling, Tom Petty, yeah. Right. If I'm too much for someone, go find someone less. Go find less, yeah? Yeah. And I'm free falling. Yes. Okay, queen. I love it. You guys are so great. I think I love both logic and magic, even though they both sound completely opposite. I think it's good to have a good, no, it is good to have a good balance. Yes, absolutely. That's where it is like, yes, have the credit card agreement, you know, like pay your taxes, do shit in the 3D that's like normal, logical, like everyday, you know. Science, yay science. Science is great. Antibiotics, thank you for the win. But to also balance it with, this is not going to happen linearly. If you have a desire for $1 million, to be a millionaire, you are not linearly, logically going to manifest that on $10 an hour. You're not. I don't even know if you'd make it at like 90 years old. You have to have faith in something. You have to believe that there's something. That is hope. Oh, I'm gonna win the lottery one day. That it has to be something like that. Technically, logically speaking, you make $10 an hour. You and I both know you're not gonna be a millionaire like that. You see? So there's balance, but you have to balance that with magic too. God, I love you guys. You know, this is something I wanted to tell you for a few days. You guys feel like soul family to me. Like my real family. Like, I didn't know that I was missing. And I don't know, my eyes have been open lately to the concept of love. Like, I was never loving. Oh my God. I didn't even know what love was. I thought that I knew what love was. I thought, oh, I've been in it enough times. No. I mean, yeah, technically, for what, 2 weeks until somebody couldn't handle me. They had their karmic contracts, they had all these things. And now I understand what karmic contract really means. It's, oh yeah, but then there's my ex-girlfriend. She won't leave me alone, so I can't like you. I'm sorry. We gotta, oh, there's my work, and they called again, and it's, oh, this and that. So yeah, while I've been in love with every single person for about a week, or a day, or a minute, or 5 minutes at the grocery store. I've been in love thousands of times, but never in love. I think the difference here, hopefully what's coming in for me soon, is that I get to be in love with someone who's in love with themselves. If you lost 55 pounds, I would love you so hard. Oh, I hate that there's a stipulation on it. Too bad, because I'm not 55 pounds lighter. I'm where I'm at right now, honey. And it really sucks. It really sucks, because you sound like such a gem. And it would have been such a great date. We could have had so much fun. You sitting there judging me the whole time while I eat broccoli and rabbit food. Oh, damn, I missed out. I guess I'll just love you half as hard. That's fine, do so. Thank you, Aiden, for being here. Love me half as hard. That's fine with me. Love me as much as you're gonna love me. But you do have to realize one thing, Aiden. People can really only love other people as deeply as they love themselves. What's your OnlyFans again? Boy, I wish. Do you think that I would have just complained about not being able to pay my fucking credit card if I had an OnlyFans? God, that's a great idea. OnlyFans. What's it like over there? All feet? So, I don't know. Toesies, woesies. Is that what it is? I don't know. We'll see. Love me half as hard, Aiden. I'll love you fully hard. I'm gonna love you fully hard, Aiden. You look very happy. Thank you. I am happy. I'd be happier if people like Aiden could love me fully, but if you don't, it's totally cool. Oh, $80. Is that all? No, thank you. You're really sweet, though. Appreciate the offer. As nice as that is. Anyway, back to Earth. What I really want to talk about is how we have all these rules and we're the ones putting it on ourselves. My mom and grandma might have told me because of my size I can't be loved. But I'm the one that believed it. I did it to myself. I literally set up a rule, a regulation on how I can be loved. I'm telling you lately, Ace of Wands, it's not been a big deal for a lot of people to find me attractive lately. So I think that what we need to do as a society is start being okay with the fact that we find ourselves beautiful and sexy, and saying no to everything that says otherwise. You can only love me half hard, Aiden. That's your problem. That's your loss, man. That's your loss. I can love me fully hard. I'll love me fully hard. Ooh, Aiden, girl, preaching. We are preaching. I will love me fully hard. Okay, bye. Toodaloo, toodles fruitles. I'd be happy to be your husband. Come to England. England, across the pond. Across the pond. Come to England. You know, I've always wanted to go to England. Always. I think that's so cool. What an offer, huh? Thank you. I'm gonna have to probably pass, but I do like the idea of England. Marriage, not so much. Thank you. That was very sweet of you. Maybe in another life. Maybe you and I could have made it. But yes. I'm gonna go love me fully hard, guys. Oh, baby, you're so sweet. You really are. You do know how to make a random YouTube streamer laugh. So cute. Let me just, can I ask you this question, and then I'll determine it. I'll determine based on this answer. Are you here with Aiden? Is Aiden your friend? Because, honey, you can learn a lot about somebody through their friends. I'm an Aries, been told I'm too intense. No, they were just not on the same pipe. White witch knows her shit. I'd be careful, Aiden. We got a lot of witches in here. I'd be very careful if I were you. All right. Aries. That's it. That's it. I think most people would be freaked out by us Aries. I'm not freaked out by an Aries. I think you're sexy, honey. Let's get one last message here from the divine masculines, right? We're gonna make it work. I wanna go to the next level. I love your vibe. Ooh, look. I have to pee real bad. Like, I have to pee. I have a tinkle winkle. No, don't know that person. I'm in England. I like your personality and your look. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. Isn't it funny? I was talking about that I fantasize about us. I was like, remember when I said that's one of the rules that people can't do when they're falling in love? You can't tell somebody like, dude, do you know how much you're on my mind? Like, it's insane. It's literally insane. It's like a 24/7 thing. It's like, oh my God, I'm so in love. It's insane. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. But like, I talk about this guy like when I'm getting my hair done, right? Because this is the thing. When you're falling in love, right? People will be like, wow, you're glowing. Like, really? No, I'm not. And then they're like, yeah, you kind of fucking are. Oh my God, okay, it's this guy. And you just, ladies, this is what you do. And I say you as if I don't do the same. Literally, last time I went to a stylist, I told this girl about the guy that I was talking to at the time, and she's just like, huh, well, must be nice. But that's it. We have these stipulations like, oh, I can't talk about it though, or I can't be happy, or I can't be in love too much. You know? I'll be your daddy. I have a daddy, honey. I have a daddy. And he's a lot more abundant than you. Okay? Because the universe, be my daddy. Okay. Have a good one. Thank you for being here. Anyway, so isn't it so funny that I was like, one of the stipulations was, I fantasize about you, but I can't tell you that. Why? Like, what? You can't. Boy, bye. Good the fuck bye. A girl wants to know she's being fantasized about. Like, come on, don't fucking lie. Like, especially psychic women. Oh my God. It's the dumbest thing you can do. Pretend you don't have feelings. Pretend you're not like at ease all the time. Like, come on. So really, I think this is kind of fitting. The fantasizing, I was like, this is a rule. We have a society. Don't tell a girl that you actually like her. That I fantasize about us. I think about every day. Don't you dare say it. God forbid. Tell them, girl. Scorpio, people be freaking out about me sometimes. Yeah, so I feel you. Yeah. Scorpios and Aries, you guys get it. You guys, we get it the worst. I love your divine femininity. Hold on while I burp. Oh, I thought I had to there for a second. Who says divine feminines can't burp and fart and like look like a real woman? I don't know. There's something so, God, I hate society. I hate societal standards. I fucking do. It just pisses me off. See, this is the kind of thing I want to hear. I can't concentrate on anything else. Thank you. Thought so. Thank you. Come again. That's right. That's what a girl wants to hear. And then when you're sad and in pain, because I just threw both of these cards, I'm sad and in pain. Let your girl know too. That's like a thing. Women really want to like pick apart your brain. They really want to know that you have that like trust in them to share that. I'm sad and in pain. Like holding on to that shit all yourself is so stupid. I think that they think would judge them or something, or look down on them for being sad, not having it all together. Like, what the fuck? We don't have it all together. Like, a woman just wants to feel important in that way. And in a way, a man wants to provide for a woman. A woman wants to feel also secure in the relationship by being emotionally available and helpful, right? It's like, it's beautiful. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there because I think we just got hit from Trollville. Trolls from Trollville showed up and it kind of changed the atmosphere. But yeah, it was really fun. It was a great conversation, ladies. I thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Emily, for the donation. I love it. I don't think it was for reading. I don't think so. I think it was just a donation and I love that. Thank you for giving. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.